6 easy tips to remember and use phrasal verbs in sentences. Hello. In today's video, we're diving into one of the trickiest parts of learning English, phrasal verbs. These are verb plus preposition combinations that can be a bit confusing because they often have different meanings depending on the context. But don't worry, today I'm going to show you some simple tricks to help you remember and use phrasal verbs with confidence. So let's get started. First, group your phrasal verbs by theme. This will make them much easier to remember and use in context. Here are a few themes to help you get started. Traveling, set off, to begin a journey. Get on, to board a bus, train or plane. Check in, to register at a hotel or at the airport. Relationships, get along, to have a good relationship. Break up, to end a relationship. Make up, to reconcile after an argument. Think about the last time you traveled or interacted with people. This will help you connect these verbs to real-life experiences. 2. Relate the phrasal verbs to your own life. When you use a phrasal verb that's relevant to you, it's much easier to remember. For instance, I always look up new words when I'm reading a book. I really need to catch up with my friends this weekend. Think about your own daily routine and create similar sentences. This helps the phrasal verbs feel more natural. 3. Use flashcards for quick recall. Flashcards are an excellent tool for learning phrasal verbs. On one side, you can write the verb, and on the other side, the meaning with a sentence. This helps you review quickly. Example, front, put off. Back, to delay something. Example sentence, she put off the meeting until next week. You can use apps like Anki or Quizlet, or just go old school with paper cards. Test yourself every day to reinforce learning. 4. Write short stories using phrasal verbs. Try using 3 or 4 phrasal verbs in a single story. Example, yesterday I ran into an old friend at the mall. We caught up on everything and then had to head off because I was running late for work. Writing stories helps you remember phrasal verbs in real conversations. 5. Practice every day. Set a goal to use 2 or 3 new phrasal verbs in conversation each day. It could be with friends, family, or even in a class discussion. For example, I'm really looking forward to the weekend. I will never give up on improving my English. The more you use them, the more natural they'll sound. 6. Listen to native speakers. Watch movies, TV shows, or listen to podcasts. Native speakers use phrasal verbs all the time, and when you hear them in context, you'll get a better feel for how to use them. For example, in the show Friends, Joey says, "I need to catch up with you." Listen closely to how they're used and try to incorporate them into your own conversations. So now you have a bunch of strategies to remember and use phrasal verbs in real-life situations. Let's quickly recap. Group phrasal verbs by theme. Relate them to your life. Use flashcards for quick recall. Write stories using them. Practice every day. Listen to native speakers to hear them in context. Remember, learning phrasal verbs takes time, but with consistent practice and these simple strategies, you'll gain more confidence using them in everyday conversations. Keep practicing, stay curious, and you'll see improvement before you know it. Thank you.